Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we continued working on our bioprocessing system here, just trying to figure things out at this particular point, and we're making some progress. What I had determined is that we needed some more gardens, particularly desert gardens, because I decided to go with corn as the crop that we were going to use as part of this process. To make our nutrient pulp and fermentation base that is going to ultimately yield plastic and potentially rubber. So that's not what I want to do there. That's kind of what we're working on. And to do that with a reasonable level of construction, we need the farms with desert upgrade. The farms with desert upgrade need those bio research packs, I think is what they were called, in order to make them, which means you need to extract those from gardens, but the gardens are limited, and we're going to need a lot of this stuff. But there is the advanced desert garden cultivation process where we take a garden, put it through, we get some of the research packs and our garden back, and a 5% chance to get an additional garden out of that. But it needs fertilizer. And the fertilizer needs nutrient pulp and fermentation base. So we need to grow a crop to be able to make the fertilizer. So we need to use the basic farms that don't need those research packs to grow the crop that we need to make the fertilizer, to make the research packs, to build the farms that we're going to need to ultimately make everything we want. So yeah, that's where we're at. And that's just kind of Factorio in a nutshell. You need to build things to be able to build things. So par for the course. And we're going to continue to work on it. Alright, so what we need is saline water for these farms, and we also are going to need sand, which is interesting. So we're going to have to do some washing plant stuff to get some sand, and a salinization plant to make the saline water. So let's go ahead and get that salinization plant. And we're going to need 5 washing plants. So go ahead and get those rolling. That is a fairly large facility. Okay, and so you're going to be just making saline water. Wait, what are the other recipes you can make? Salt. Okay, interesting. Alright, so there's the saline water, and I think I'm just going to dump that directly into a tank. Oh, the other thing that I did do before firing things up today is I set up trains to bring in the hydrofluoric and sulfuric acid that we're going to need for the puffers, because we're going to be using puffers to generate our urea gas. And I don't really know how much how much of this we're going to be making, but we just need this because we're going to make the nutrient pulp from corn, and we're making the corn from that stuff. And I think that, let's say if we wanted just one factory making it, what are we going to need? 162.3.5 per second. This is only making 1.5 per second. Okay. So we would need to build a huge farm to even get the stuff we need to build the huge farm. Okay. I see. That is why. That is what it is. But let's see. Let's say we don't need 1 per second. How long does this whole process take? Just out of curiosity. It takes 5 minutes. It takes 300 seconds. How much does... energy speed plus 160%. So... that's what? 320% speed? So we're looking at probably a minute, give or take, to run that process. So, and how many is it going to need? It is going to need... it is going to need 2. So we need about 1 every 30 seconds or so. Okay. So let's drop to 30-second increments. And that makes a lot more sense. And then we drop this to 30 seconds. And we're making 2,600 every 30 seconds. I think. No, that's 30 minutes. Okay, 30 mins. One minute. Okay. So if we're going to make 2 per minute, 1 every 30 seconds. That's a more reasonable thing to do. And we're going to be making 87.5 per minute. And we're going to need 93.1 per minute. So if I modify this to say I need 92 per minute, we will need an additional farm. Okay, but nothing else. All right, good. So that... that works there. Okay. How many seeds actually do we have? We have 5 seeds. That's why I was doing 5 farms. Do I want to risk putting one of these gardens through here? Alright, we'll let that run and we'll see if we get another of these Primordial Daedalian seeds. Alright, there we go. So, where is that tank I just made? There it is. Okay. You need power, obviously. Okay. Power it is. Alright, and we are also going to need... This thing consumes 1,000, which is basically the entire capacity of that entire pump. So, I think we're actually going to need another pump in order to feed the washing plants. Not a problem. Alright, there we are. And let's get a pump out of here. Need to find the right blueprint here for my pipe. There it is. And then actually I think we're gonna just hook into here. Okay. Interesting. Why are we showing no saline water there? Odd. Alright, did we get a 6th seed? No, we did not get a 6th seed. Well, we're going to have to run 5 until we have... until we can extract seeds from the crop. And then we can run it into here because it's going to be kind of a loop. We're going to get the product from here. We're going to roll it through. Actually, are we going to roll it through? We're going to need to roll it through. We're going to need to extract seeds from it. So I may need an extra couple of... Let's see, how many farms do I need to make the seeds that I need to make... I need 2 more farms. Okay, not a problem. 2 more farms to make the seeds that I need to make the seeds, to make the product. Okay. Alright, so farms, 2 more of these. Alright, so now sand. We need to throw down a washing plant first. Okay, and you are going to be making heavy mud water. Oh, of course it wants to orient it that way. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Alright, I'm just going to directly feed that in to this guy, who's going to be making concentrated mud water. Right? Concentrated mud water. And then this is going to directly feed into here. With you making light mud water. So we need to get out to thin. Yeah, light mud water. Now we actually are going to want the mud that this is going to produce. Usually when we do washing plants and it produces the mud, we'll just dispose of that stuff, but we actually want it in this case. Because I think that at some point we use mud. Not for this. There are some things that use mud. I'm not sure it's in any of these recipes, but there is definitely something in here that is going to use mud, so I'm going to store it. We're going to set it up to void once storage is full. Alright, so now you are making the thin mud water. And then you are making the sand. Alright, so for this, and that, we're going to roll this back here, and we are going to drop that into a... I think I'm going to use a silo in this instance. It's a pretty decent sized storage. Where did I put my loaders? Oh, I'm using completely the wrong stuff. Why do I have turbo transport belts? I don't need those. We don't need those. Get those out of here. We want those. There you go. It's like, where are my loaders? Oh, different color loader. Alright. So, you are now making sand. And therefore, we can take that stuff out of there. Let's see, belt it past that. Got basically picked up some sand. And how long does that take? Or it needs a lot more sand. Either way. Do we need more than one seed? Three and a half. Hold on. We need 5 seeds for 1 farm. Okay. Well... Alright, so it's going to take a little bit for this to ramp up then. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be output. And then the output is going to be split. Okay. And so this is going to come down here, and we're going to run that into a seed extractor. Might as well... Well, no, I'll keep those there. Yes. Seed extractor. And then you are going to extract those seeds. And then we are going to run out of there. Just do a quickie blueprint. Quickie blueprint. There you go. All right. There we go. So that is going to need to run through a little bit. Now I'm wondering if I shouldn't utilize these guys. I have 6. Let's see if I take those out of there, because I don't really need to run those at super high speed right now. So if I were to run these at really high speed, this would significantly increase their throughput. To get things started. Alright, so that should have got that guy up and running. So it's going to take a bunch of cycles to get this all rolling. But that's all good. That's set up. That will eventually get production up to speed. So then, what we need to do is then we need to start turning this stuff into corn. Okay. And we only need one bioprocessor for this? I think so. Bioprocessor. And what you are going to do is you are going to make corn from that stuff. Excellent. Alright, so there we go. We have corn. And then we're going to need to pulp that stuff in a nutrient extractor. And I'm going to set this up so that it's all expandable, should it be necessary. Nutrient extractor, which is that guy right there. And then you're going to turn corn into nutrient pulp. We are also going to need a liquefier to turn corn into fermentation base. You know, and I can actually do that right here as well. So, we're going to do a liquefier. We're going to turn that into fermentation base. Oh, it's going to need some water? That's not a problem, I don't think. We can use this water right here. Corn into fermentation base. Actually, it's going to need to be... No, put it there. Like that. Yeah, corn into fermentation base. And then we'll sneak this pipe through here. How far do we want to bring it? Probably up to there. And then we'll just hook it into there. That shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so then we're going to want 2 tanks. One for the nutrient pulp and one for the fermentation base. Alright, there is nutrient pulp. And there is fermentation base. Excellent. And it looks like we've got all the seeds we need. The seeds are backed all the way up to the seed generator. Perfect. And there we are. The first stages of the farming system up and running. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to start doing stuff with the puffers. And, well, first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make artificial puffer atmosphere. No, actually, we're going to need to make the acetone. Ethanol. Synthesis gas. Synthesis gas. So it's going to take the nutrient pulp and turn it into fuel oil, acetone, and synthesis gas. Is that how I want to do it? Or do I have a source of synthesis gas that I can just bring over here? Let's see. Do I have synthesis gas in any of these tanks? It does not appear that I do. I have a big pile of synthesis gas right there. But I don't have a loading bay for it. Interesting. I have a spot that could be made a loading bay for it. We're going to need how much? This is, remember, per minute. We're going to need 40 per minute. 40 per minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can use that. So I may remove that whole thing from this. We still need a nutrient pulp for the puffers. But we aren't going to need it for the synthesis gas. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a loading bay for that, because I have it available right there. And so, just a matter of piping that over, putting up a tray, getting it over here, and then we'll make it work. Wow, this is making the fermentation base and nutrient pulp fairly slowly. I may be able to add another one of these, because our farm output is going to be a lot faster than what we were originally planning because of all the speed modules, which I need to go make some more of those, which I might do in between episodes. Alright, well, I think we're at the end of the episode here, so we'll go ahead, stop here. When we come back, we're going to start to work on the puffer stuff. So I'll probably have a train bringing the synthesis gas over, and then we will start breeding some puffers. Alright, so, for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.